With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Wynn's going to try and throw on third. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to have a Jags first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
27-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. The linebacker T.J. Watt there on the coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 25.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Prescott. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On second down, Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be second down.
And 10.
Get the ball. Spike 56. Yeah, let's go sack lunch. Two jet. Mike's 56. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
82.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? That'll be a gain of 16. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Jordan Reed has it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Houston.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
From the 45 on second down, Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And that one results in 35 yards.
9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, I'm coming.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Texans, nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On play action. motion. Prescott. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Prescott from the gun. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Just like that. Justin, 47.
First down, Prescott. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans claw one back. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
38, Texans 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the run, it's Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go again with Scott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Brings up
Wentz going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Taking it right down Broadway. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's a run with Mixon, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Jaguars 45, Texans 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Moore now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Clement. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Clement. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
45.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.